Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through them transparency. Hurt their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like Glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Shit be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
And y'all know we tap in, tune in to another episode of 8 Real Talk Podcast. Special edition Friday night wrap up. I told y'all he was going to jail. Not saying that I wish this on him, because I don't wish no man to be locked up unless he's guilty. Now, if you did what they're accusing you of doing, then you need to take your ass to jail. But if you ain't guilty of what they're accusing you of, man, they need to sit up there and let you go. How's everybody doing today, man? How y'all feeling? What's going on, man? Beautiful Friday. Truly beautiful Friday, if I do say so myself. I hope it's been the same for y'all, right? As it has been for me. But, and I mean, I knew this was happening. I said, man, Puffy going to jail, man. You know? Like, the charges they got against him, the ones that they actually going to be able to make stick, right? There's no way they was going to let this guy go completely unscathed, right? And if you ask me personally, 4 years, which is really going to be about 3, you know, got his jail time credit. He's been in there about 13, 14 months. Jail time credit. So that's like 1 year and 2 months off of his sentence. So that's knocking down to 3 years. Plus, with good behavior, you know, he'll come home early. You know, he'll come home about 8 months early. Right? Altogether, they're going to do like 2 years and 8 months. Damn near 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Which will go by like that. Next thing you know, he's going to be on the streets doing those shit. Man, listen. The charges that they convicted him on and sends him on is bullshit. I'm gonna just throw that out there. It's BS. Right? I mean, think about it though, right? Think about it, y'all, man. And listen here, let me make this clear for all y'all stupid people out there, right? This show is not a show that's in the support of P. Diddy not being held accountable for whatever he's accountable and need to be held accountable for. This is not me defending him or his actions, right? This is me speaking on, for one, my opinion on this situation, my take, which is my right to do, right? And this is me critiquing this as a totally unbiased journalist who's just here to report on the facts, right? Now, a lot of y'all might not like Puffy. A lot of y'all might feel like y'all don't like this guy. Y'all don't know him personally. A lot of y'all have allowed that video footage of him, what appears to be whooping Cassie's ass, as y'all's judgment stick on him. And I ain't gonna do that either, right? I can do it, but I'm not going to. It's not for me to. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gonna take care of Sean. You can believe that. But I think his charges are very much trumped up, for the no pun intended, right? And that's just my opinion, right? Now we gotta look at the charges real quick now, right? Right? Now tap in and walk with me, right? Count 1 was racketeering conspiracy. And see, this is what especially the feds is going to do when they want to book your ass, right? For one, this first charge is just insane. Racketeering conspiracy. What was he racketeering? What money was he making? What, you know, not guilty of that, of course. He wasn't running a criminal organization. He wasn't sending bras across the country, putting them on the blade, setting them up in hotel rooms, hopping in cars with strangers, none of that, and bringing him the bread. None of that was going on. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Most of these chicks were witting participants, including Cassie. They were with the shit. They loved it, in fact. So, of course, count number 2 was going to be dismissed. Charge 2, get him out of there. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Transportation to engage in prostitution. That sounds like some bullshit they just made up. Right? Now, and shout out to my brother Red for making this point, because this is a great point, man. I only know people who pick up prostitutes, which is mostly guys. I've only known them to get a soliciting charge, maybe, and that's it. I can't think of other too many charges that tricks get when they pick up prostitutes. You know what I mean? For some reason, and this is essentially what Puff is and was in this whole dynamic. He was just a super trick ass dude with the money and the resource to just have freak offs, this mass trick out ass trick energy soirees, if you would. Right? But to say that he was engaging, right, transportation to engage in prostitution, I just think that's I think that's wild. I think that's wild that they charge him with that, considering the situation, which lets me know that they did that just because they know they needed something that he could be actually charged with that he actually did. Right? Now, I don't know exactly what all the federal guidelines are. I know Puff don't meet any of them because he doesn't have a prior criminal history. This is his first time being in trouble to this magnitude and level, so he doesn't have a current criminal past to go off of. Which is why another reason why he got the 4 years, because he got the mandatory minimum sentencing. Right? Now, if he would have been a guy like me with the criminal background that I have, he would have been cooked. But there's no way that Sean was going to come out of this situation unscathed, y'all. I'm going to try to understand that. And before y'all allow y'all's resentment, hatred, dislike, whatever you may call it, that you may think or been tricked into thinking that you should have towards this guy. And I'm pretty sure he's guilty of a lot of things, man. But this whole charge right here, this transportation to engage in prostitution, right? If we're going to hold Sean guilty for that, we're going to have to hold a lot more people guilty for that. What does that mean for regular people like you or me? What if you out of town somewhere and you meet a beautiful young lady and y'all hit it off and y'all get to chop it in, y'all get to spitting and kicking, you know what I'm talking about, and she get to digging you, right? And she said, I want to fly out there to come see you. Right? Y'all been messing around for however y'all been messing around for how many amount of time. So she know when she come out there, she coming out there to get them cheeks clapped. Is what you doing, could it be considered? Right? Right? Is that actually a crime? Huh? You know? This is my personal opinion, man. I don't think Puffy should be in jail for flying tricks out, man. I mean, being tricked out for flying, and he flew dudes out, man. Pause, man. Don't ever forget that he was flying dude. He was not flying broads out. He was flying guys out, man. Pause. Mr. Oh, my Joe, what happened, man? This guy was flying out guys. He was flying male prostitutes out so he could watch them engage in sexual behaviors and actions with Cassie. I'm not going to get into the details of any of that, pause, because we already know about all that stuff. Now, this I want y'all to pay attention to this aspect of this whole situation. Notice that the people who Sean allegedly was transporting to engage in prostitution, they were all guys. Further feeding into the ideology, the image that us black men are the face of fun boy behavior and activity, or should I say activity, right? See, when you tap over here with me, over here at Aero Talks, y'all, I'm going to go down the path that most people not, right? Think about that, man. Even when it comes to basically publicly publicly destroying this man's image in every way possible, they're still using this situation to perpetuate the agenda, right? 92 Dolo, what's going on? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to peep the play. 92 Dolo, what's happening? Y'all have to peep the play, right? It's a lot of at work and at hand going on with this situation, man. So wait, hold on. So, right? So if the CEO of a company flies in some strippers to come perform at a bachelor party for somebody or a retirement party or whatever, do you see where the slippery slip is going with this? Oh, if I fly a lady friend out that lives in another city, right? If she come hang out with me, and for whatever reason she feels like she wants to be on some bullshit, she could just say that I tried to yesly yaffic her. Y'all got to be able to see where the slippery slope going with this stuff, man. And it's not in our favor, man. Not at all. Not in our favor at all. You already know 92 Dolo, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. And listen here, y'all. I'm not celebrating this brother going to prison, man. I personally don't think that Puff should be in prison if they can't prove that he's guilty of stuff that they're actually can lock him up for. When did John's picking up tricks become a federal offense? Oh, when he flew them across state lines? Well, and I mean, you know, and if that's the law, then that's the law, though. But I'm pretty sure, matter of fact, I know for a fact that especially famous people have flown specifically people out to attend events with them, chaperones, goddamn it, what's the word I'm looking for here, man? Escort, right? It's a crazy situation. Y'all tap in, man. Definitely going to open up the panel. I want to hear some of y'all opinions and views on this. But we got to look at this from as many aspects and as many angles as possible. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the charges that they tried to put on him that they knew for a fact wasn't going to stick. But then look at the two charges, the same charge twice. Why charge him with that? All right. Puffy had to go down. See, if he would have been let go, that would have shown weakness amongst the people who run these things, man. I'm gonna tell the people it's a big chess game going on right now. And I hate to say stuff like what I'm about to say, y'all. I really do, because although it's not in my heart and it's not in my mind to wish death upon anybody, man. That's not my call. Only the Most High is the one with the authority to call somebody home, not me. That's why I don't engage in that shit. But I will say this, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all done heard this by now, but I came across information that allegedly Puff's been damn near got poked up in a joint. Damn near had some hawk work laid down on him. I don't know how true that is, but what I will say, XL Pro, what's happening, man? Y'all see what my brother XL Pro come in showing that love, man. Listen here, man. Support independent black male media. We all have a perspective on this stuff. It's I ain't gonna say it's all unique. Some of our perspectives is unique, but when you come across, especially an up and coming independent content creator that you do like, for whatever reasons you do, you should be supporting them financially. I'm 100% advocate for that. I always will be, and I'm always going to be. I support all media that I consume, that I feel is worth my time and my effort and my energy and my money. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all should be doing it as well. Smash that like button, click on bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, smash that like button, all of that. Bless that cash app. We monetize over here. Hit the super chat, super thanks, and all of that. You know what I'm talking about? Railroad City, man. Right? These is not even like, I didn't even know that. See, this is the crazy part, I think, is that I think about this, I should say, makes it like very obvious that this is a political trap, right? Not even just for black men, but men in general, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the name of the charge, man. That's a bullshit title for a charge. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Like, that sounds like some old 1984 George Orwell type shit, bro. You know? That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, man. With that being said, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. All right? Willing participants, grown men, right? And I say they railroaded because it was such a technicality. And like I say, what made this a federal offense because it happened across state lines, right? So you think about the domino effect of this, y'all. Yeah, male escorts is wow. That is oh. All male escorts is crazy, right? But that's what type of freaky deviancy Puffy was on. He flew out male prostitutes to engage in sexual activity behavior with Cassie as he sat back and whacked off in the cut like a creepy ass trench coat wearing creepy ass dude, man. Like, that is some deviant stuff right there, man. Sipping on that Art Vino. sweet red. You dig? And I mean, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I know everybody's doing their commentary on this, and like I said, everybody should. We should all be talking about this from our unique perspectives. Yes, we should. Right? But the main thing we should get from this is if they can do this to Puff, what that mean for one of us? That means we ain't got nothing coming. Yeah. Right? That's a fact, XL Pro. So I you know, the main thing in this whole case, y'all, that just bakes my noodle. We ain't heard much about these videotapes. All these thousands of hours of footage on hard drives. Who is on those cameras? Who's on that footage? What's on that footage? They said when they gutted both mansions in LA and Miami, they found literally hundreds of cameras, hidden cameras on both residences. Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? I want to know what is on them videotapes. Who is on those videotapes? Y'all forgot about them, huh? Nobody asked about those. Right? And I'm telling y'all, man, this is very, very dangerous times we're living in politically. When it comes to the law, judicially, please understand the severity of the situation. Right? All these months and years, all these months that went past, this dude been locked up. This whole investigation. And this is the charges they come up with. Only two of them which is sticking, and it's the same charge. And like I said, I'm not defending this dude, man. If he's guilty of anything, man, they take his ass to jail, though, man. But I just don't think, with the evidence that they claim they have and showed us, I just don't think that they had enough evidence to convict him, man. So they hit him with the railroad gang, with the Vegas federal law, transportation to engage in prostitution, as if he got bitches walking up the blade in various cities in the city, and he collecting the dough. And now they're making tricking a federal offense. Oh man, that's crazy. They're making tricking a federal offense, man. You could be federally fricked if you got them to try to get some cheeks. They try to purchase some cheeks, man. So if you a guy that likes to purchase cheeks, I strongly suggest that you stay local. I suggest you stay local with it. He said they hit P. Diddy with the railroad gang because he was trying to be and do things just like them white. Yeah, that's a fact, Dan Patrick. Trying to buy Revolt, trying to buy goddamn it BT, trying to buy Diageo. Federal tricking is crazy, man. Federal tricking is wow. And federal tricking cost Sean P. Diddy Combs 2.5, 3 years, about down to 4 years of his life. Which is a slap on the wrist, y'all, you know. And this is what I want y'all to understand about this situation, man. Puff is still our brother, man. The piece of shit, lame, goofy ass, fun boy ass dude that he is. Right? That's still our brother, man. Right? That's still our brother. But he absolutely deserves to be where he at if he's actually guilty of breaking any laws. If he ain't guilty of doing the stuff they're accusing him of, and they have to sit up here and do weird, spooky stuff to get him booked, you know, all this testimony from all these people can't be corroborated. We don't know if it's official. There's no way for us to be able to solidify that any of these things that any of these people tell us throughout the past year is true. Keep that in mind, y'all. The media is full of dirty tricks. Pac told us that back in '96. Huh? The media is full of dirty tricks, y'all. Don't never forget it. Right? The media is full of dirty tricks, man. And I've been telling you, I can make you think you're seeing something that you're actually not, or make you think you're not seeing something that you actually are. Right? And this whole situation with Sean is very interesting because they literally don't have any evidence against this dude outside of what people have said that can't really be solidified or corroborated based in facts. Right? Okay, so they got the video of him basically kicking Cassie's ass, which we do not condone at all, ever. Right? Over here, with real ones such as myself, we don't ever condone, advocate, okay, justify putting your hands on a broad, on a chick, unless you're defending yourself. Don't get that twisted, man. My man Dan Patrick he said Diddy should have stayed in Bali like Russell. So he should have stayed his ass overseas and got them and wear XL Pro. In my honest opinion, I think Diddy deserves a little more time because he screwed people over figuratively and literally. I mean, and I understand what you're saying, Dan Patrick, but I also understand the slippery slope that we're going down, pause, with this situation, with us so quick to go with the condemnation of our brother, the messed up, weird, creepy, fun boy, fuck nigga that he is, Sean Combs. You know what I'm saying? He's still our brother at the end of the day, man, and we got to understand what actually is going on. Right? And like I said, I'm not excusing anything or nothing. If we was going to judge if he was guilty based off of his morality, his masculinity, and his manhood, his manlytics, of course, he's guilty of sin. Lock his ass up. The fact that his name is even involved with this level of fuckery is just crazy. This level of sexual deviancy is crazy. So one thing I want y'all to do, and not to just focus on our brother Puff and lambast our brother Puff, castigate our brother Puff. Let's look at the system, right? A system that will play on the traumatic experiences that we have experienced coming up in the environment that we do, but also withholding this superb talent in whatever way it decides to manifest, whether you be a Biggie type dude, whether you be a Puffy type dude. Right? Using these skills, these gifts, these talents to make a very wealthy, lucrative financial situation for us, but we don't run it. Right? So let's introduce all this bullshit to take away the pure essence of it. Back when everybody was saying, turn that jungle music off. Back when dudes was getting real political with the music, spreading messages. getting voted into offices and shining light on certain things economically, that's when we got hit with the gangster music, right? And not to go on no history lesson in hip hop, but I'm just saying how we got from where we are today, or how we got to where we are today. And considering this dude, Sean, with him about to go to the joint for about 3 years, and basically his entire legacy that he built is just destroyed and gone now. Now they're about to tear his ass out the frame in civil court. He's going to be in and out of court his entire bit. They're trying to drive Puff crazy, man. Since the 90s. Yes, he has, man. Yes, he has, man. Straight wilding. Boy, man. I knew he was going. I knew they was going to send it to the joint, man. I hate to say that, man. I'm like, they're not letting this dude go unscathed, man. That's not going to do that. You know? I want y'all to be more critical in their thinking when it comes to especially these people we dealing with. Right? So they're too diabolical. Right, by nature.
For taking the time to be with us. We definitely appreciate it. Now, we are following some more breaking news. It has been a very busy Friday here as we have this post from the Inner City Press saying that Sean Diddy Combs has just been sentenced to 50 months of incarceration by the judge. That would be minus the 14 months that he's already served. Right now, I do want to head out to our Fox 5 New York team as they do have extensive coverage. Again, TMZ right there saying Diddy sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Decades, literally decades. He was facing a sentence of like life in prison, and now it's
goes from facing life in prison to only getting 4 years, less than 4 years. So I want y'all to understand how this stuff works, man. Right? Oh yeah, and he got 5 years probation when he get out. I want y'all to understand that not only is that a slap on the wrist, right? But concerning what they're trying to convince us that he's guilty of, like I said, y'all got to remember, Puff don't have no prior criminal history. So he's getting the minimum mandatory sentencing. And the least charge they could charge him with, right? But it's a federal offense, obviously, to convict him that could actually get him sent to prison. They hit him with 2 of them. And he got the absolute lowest, which I'm imagining 2 years. I'm imagining the lowest or the range on these type of federal offenses. They're somewhere between 2 and 7 or 8 years on the max. So I want y'all to understand how courts work when it comes to sentencing and sending somebody to prison. You know what I'm saying? He sat in jail for 14 months. That's 14 months jail time credit off of his sentence. We already at 36 months right there. Right? Right? $36 months. That's what, 3 years? 3 years. Good behavior. He come home to the halfway house in about 2.5 years. Yup, he be coming home about this time 2 years from now. Right? Go on, lay it down, Puff. Key, what's up, girl? Go ahead and lay it down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and sit there, 2 years. Hey man, I said to my brother Red Chair, I said, man, Fleece, I said, Puff gonna turn into a full-fledged booty bandit when he go to the show. Hey, pause, man. Listen, man. I don't want that from my brother Puff, man. But listen, this is what extreme sexual deviant behavior will get you. Not only that, thinking that you somehow on the same playing field as these people and you're not, and they will show you every single time that you're not. We already let you become a billionaire. Now you just trying to go too far. You trying to, buy stuff that we own and we ain't trying to get rid of her, making bids and buying big companies like Revolt and Diageo and BT and whatnot. Nah, boy, you sit up here and be glad we'll let $1 billion we let you get and you operating in the way that we allow you to operate. Don't try to get bigger. Pause. And that's just what happened with him. And Puff was willing to give up so much. He already gave up so much. And when you done gave up so much like Puff has, your sense of entitlement is through the atmosphere. He feel like he one of them. He been getting away with stuff for so long. He actually thought that he was on the same level as these people. And what y'all always gonna figure out and find out when y'all start stepping in certain areas and rooms, man, as you elevate in life, man, if you do, you're gonna realize some things, man. Because I heard 50 Cent wrote the judge. Listen, man, that's wild, man. Agent provocateurs and rabble rousers abound. How long I've been telling y'all this? Very few people you can trust nowadays, man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Your brother and your brother versus brother. Y'all can goddamn trust me, man. I'm one of y'all, man. I see through this stuff too, man. You feel me? Let's go, man. Let's watch this wild stuff, man. 4 years is a slap on the wrist, man. I'm talking about slap on the wrist.
Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 50 months in prison. Combs was sentenced to what Judge Arun Subramanian said was significant time. He was sentenced for prostitution-related offenses after his conviction in July in a case that ended in a split verdict. Combs was acquitted of the more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy that could have landed him behind bars for the rest of his life. Prosecutors had called for a sentence of more than 11 years. Combs' lawyers wanted him released almost immediately. Judge Arun Subramanian issuing his sentence after hearing directly from Combs. Combs said that he expresses remorse to his victims and that he is a changed man, that being in jail for the last year or so has allowed him to kick alcohol and drugs, and that when he gets out of prison, he wants to share that message with others. Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 50 months in prison. Combs was sentenced to what Judge Arun Subramanian said was significant time. He was sentenced for prostitution-related offenses after his conviction in July in a case that ended in a split verdict. Combs was acquitted of the more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy that could have landed him behind bars for the rest of his life. Prosecutors had called for a sentence of more than 11 years. Combs' lawyers wanted him released almost immediately.
That wasn't going to happen, y'all. Y'all got to understand why Puff had to go down smoking, right? It had to be, we got to perpetuate the illusion that the system actually works, right? Everything ain't what it seems, man.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has just been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison in a New York courtroom. Combs was facing 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. His mother and several of his kids are in the courtroom. Combs had been facing a potential max sentence of 20 years total. Prosecutors were seeking more than 11 years, while Combs' lawyer was asking for 14 months, which has already been essentially time served. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has just been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison in a New York courtroom.
Exactly. That's the only
Combs was facing
thing
2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. His mother.
The verdict in the Diddy trial has just come in, and the judge has sentenced Diddy to just over 4 years in prison. Now, this is a case that has been watched all around the world. We do know that back on July 2nd, Diddy was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking charges. However, he was found guilty of 2 lesser charges of transportation of former girlfriends for prostitution. That is what he has been sentenced for. Interestingly enough, though, the prosecution was actually asking for an 11-year sentence. So receiving a 4-year sentence could still be looked at as a win for Diddy. Now, the judge did say in their sentencing, and I quote, "Exploitation and violence against women must be met with real accountability to promote respect for the law." So BG Squad, let me ask you, how do you feel about the verdict in this Diddy trial? Pop off right now in the comments below. The verdict in the Diddy trial has just come in, and the judge has sentenced Diddy to just over 4 years in prison. Now, this is a case that has been watched all around the world. We do know that
4 years, so that means the minimum sentence on this type of charge federally is 2 years on both ones. Right?
Hip-hop mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced Friday to more than 4 years in prison. Combs was convicted in July of flying people around the country for sexual encounters known as freak-offs, including his girlfriends and male sex workers. He was acquitted of more serious racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges that could have put him away for life. During a video about his life that played in his sentencing hearing, Combs broke down in tears. Prosecutors wanted Combs to spend 11 years in prison for his conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. His defense attorneys wanted him freed almost immediately. Hip-hop mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced Friday to more than 4 years in prison. Combs was convicted in July of flying people around the country for sexual encounters known as freak-offs, including his girlfriends and male sex workers. He was acquitted of more serious racketeering, conspiracy, and sex.
Right. Y'all want to know what's really messed up about all this? Right, and this is to let y'all know this is what I'm talking about when I say the country is a fluke, man. Justice system is a fluke, right? Because if Puff is guilty, right? Tap in and walk with me, man. Tap in and walk with me, man. Right? If Puff is guilty, ain't everybody else guilty? Shouldn't it's somebody, other people need to be having some cases on them. Right? Shouldn't other people be locked up as well? He wasn't the only person engaging in this. Right? And that's what I don't like about this situation, how Puffy just been, like he just the only person who was breaking the law. What about the guys and the girls he was flying out? What about everybody who willingly, wittingly, knowingly participated in transportation to the freak off via going over state lines, whether it be flying or driving? And he did get off light. Right. Monique Robinson, what's up, girl? And that's exactly what it is. My man Craig Robinson said, or Craig Harpin said, It's on some who you believe, me or your lying ass odds type shit. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm more Stringer Bell minus that old bullshit he was on. But I am a city blocks versus corners, street hood corners niggas for sure. Right? And like I say, to all of us who done sit up there and been up in that who's gal, man, whether it be the state joint or the Fed joint, and they're not about to send Puff to nowhere crazy. He ain't going to Skokie Hill, he ain't going to like Terre Haute or Beaumont or Milan or, you know what I'm saying? He ain't going nowhere crazy. He ain't even going to no USP. They ain't sending him to no USP. They're going to send that boy to a FBOP, level 2 camp. He going to be somewhere slick. You know what I'm talking about? You know, he got a little bit of paper, so his bid going to be real smooth. Now, see, this is what's going to be very, very troublesome for Puff, though, while he's doing this time. He's going to be back and forth from court to court the whole goddamn time. They say he got 12 open civil cases right now. What they're doing to Puff right now is humiliation on a level that most of us can't even fathom. They're not only destroying his public image, they're destroying his character in all ways possible. Puff, when he come home, let's hope he make it up out of there all right. You know, they're always making up stories. Somebody saying that somebody said allegedly somebody approached him with the hawk. I don't know. They tried to stab him or they was thinking about hawking him down. I don't know how true that is or true that's not. But I know in the who's gal, anything can happen. That's what I do know. And it don't matter what level of security you in, you can get stabbed anywhere, anytime by anybody, whether you in the level 1 or you in the level 4. Right? They sell hawks and shanks on the commissary. Right? XL Pro said Boosie did almost 4 years fighting his case years ago. Now Boosie has federal sentencing coming up on gun case. And yeah, Boosie about to get Trump. Boosie's a convicted felon. He's definitely going to have to get sentenced by the guidelines. And that's an automatic 5 years for Boosie. It's an automatic 5 years for Boosie on the mandatory minimum sentence laws. He got a criminal history involving pistols. He got assault charges and all that on his record, man. Boosie is going to do at least 5 years when his situation is said and done. Right? Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, y'all see what happened to Tory Lanez? I've been saying that all day. Hey, Puff better hope they don't try to Epstein his ass. He better hope they don't try to Tory Lanez his ass. Right? You know, I'm going to say a prayer for Puff, man. Puff ain't ready for that life. He been in the county, man. The joint is way different. Now, depending on where you at, the county can be maybe rougher than a joint. But I'm telling you right now, once you get down the way, man, once you get to where you're going to be, man, I'm telling you, man, you'll see, man, this whole prison stuff is wild, man. Prison is crazy. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, man. Right? Yeah, he gonna do about a good solid three. He gonna get a solid 3 years, and if he stay out the way, if he don't get involved in no bullshit, he could probably come home early to the halfway house. You know what I'm saying? Or he could, you know what I'm saying? When he gets to the halfway house, he can then transfer to his home or whatever. But like I've been telling y'all, man, Puffy going to the joint. I've been saying this since this whole situation started. You know what I'm saying? Me and Elle done sit up here and talked about this on plenty of shows. We done covered this story all throughout the whole trial, numerous times throughout the year. And I've been saying, man, like, man, when it comes down to wherever it comes down to, Puff going to the joint. Oh, he doing some time in the joint. He ain't coming out of this completely unscathed. You're going to make an example out of him at the same time. Y'all got to remember, he's their boy to an extent. And like I said, like nobody ever talks about, nobody ever discusses, nobody ever brings up, contemplates, what about the videotapes? The thousands of hours of footage on video footage from 2 separate mansions on each side of the country, one in LA, one in Miami. Thousands of hours of footage. Who's on that footage? What's on that footage? It is our right as an American people to know what was on that footage. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Man. Just imagine this nigga Puff in the joint, man. He gonna fit right in, I hate to say, man. Because he got that fun boy energy, man. It's a lot of old Puff ass niggas in the joint, man. Oh, take that ass niggas, man. Pause. He better be lucky they ain't sending him to no a USP. You did? And they ain't sending Puff to no USP. He's definitely going to the FBOP for sure. Level 2. He in New York. No telling where they're sending him to, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see where they're going to send Puff. Right? Because you never know, man. They might put him in traffic, man. Okay. So they might send him to Otisville. You know, FCI. FCI Otisville. Out there in New York. All right. I'm reading this right now. They say they ain't have a specific level 2 camp, but Otisville is a level 2 camp in New York, or a medium security federal prison. Right. And so is Raybrook, FCI Raybrook. Puff ain't going to no USP, man. Right? I don't think they're gonna send Puff to no USP. But if they do, if they send Puff to a USP, man, he gonna have to check in, man. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me, Craig Harper? He says that he can get in a program or two and get a couple time cuts. He'll be all right with the discussing. Yeah, he gonna be all right. Hey, see, y'all might be thinking some crazy stuff. If anything happened to Puff while he in a joint, it's because people who more powerful than people in a joint allowed it to happen. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Puff, right? He's gonna be, I would even say, be embraced when he gets where he's going. Outside of niggas just on some fanning out type shit, right? It's lots of dudes in there for similar situations, man, who fighting their cases on appeals, trying to get stuff overturned, overruled, and all of that. Wrongly accused, or, you know, the charges is just not matching up to what the actuality of what they did is. You know? Smash that like button, quickly bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, man. I'm about to drop the link, man. Y'all can come up and spit y'all's game and talk y'all's ish. You did? So listen to some more news. This is wild, man. This is wild, man.
Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. The 55-year-old was convicted in July of flying people across state lines for sexual encounters that involved drug use. Jurors acquitted him of more serious racketeering and sex trafficking charges that could have led to a life sentence. Combs has already served a year in jail, and so he'll be released in about 3 years. Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. The 55-year-old was convicted in July of flying people across state lines for sexual encounters that involved drug use. Jurors acquitted him of more serious racketeering and sex trafficking charges that could have led to a life sentence. Combs has already served a year in jail, and so he'll be released in about 3 years. Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. The 55-year-old was convicted in July of flying people across state lines for sexual encounters that involved drug use.
Boy. Boy, oh boy. Right? I wouldn't doubt it, man. You feel me? He'd be able to sell his book, or, you know what I'm saying, make a movie on his life. You understand what I'm saying? Puff better be on the watch out, though. You just never know with these people. But I put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come up and add their piece to it, speak on this, ask a question, spit your game, talk your ears, you know you're more than welcome, man. Rest of the essence to my brother Big, man. Rest in the essence to Craig Mack. Rest in the essence to Black Rob. Rest in the essence to Heavy D. You know? I always tell y'all, man, with this dude Puff, man, he definitely got off light. Slap on the wrist type shit, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, because, man, listen. Man, listen. He got off lucky. He got off sweet. This is an opportunity for Puffy to make his things right, man. And I want y'all to look about it like that, too. This is an opportunity for Sean to get things right, to use his gifts and talents for the right thing. It's a perfect opportunity for him, right? If he can take advantage of it, right? Oh my God, man! I've been looking at this coverage on this case all day, y'all. And I'm just like, wow, man! Like, I'm just shocked and awe, right? You know, Just all over the news all day long. It's been everywhere. The brother got sentenced 4 years, right?
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is Dope Tech from Wix.
Breaking news in Lower Manhattan, where Sean Combs was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. With time served, it will be a shorter time.
We have team coverage on this story as well. We begin with Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson, who is outside of the court. Kimberly?
Yes, and people gathered out here now learning about this sentence. Sean Combs sentenced to 4 years, 2 months in prison. Of course, that will also include taking off the 13 months that he has already served in jail in Brooklyn. He will also be followed by 5 years of supervised release and have to pay a $500,000 fine. That is the maximum fine. This sentence is far less than what the prosecution wanted. That group wanted a sentence of at least 11 years behind bars. The defense wanted far less, 14 months. Again, he has already served 13 months. Sean Combs spoke this afternoon. It was the first time that we heard from him at length since this trial started. The 8-week trial started. He spoke for about 12 minutes. He told the judge that he had lost respect for myself. He had lost respect, that he had been humbled and broken to his core. He said that he hated himself right now, that he had been stripped down to nothing. He apologized to his children, telling his mother also, who's been here in the courtroom since the very beginning, that, quote, "You taught me better." He then asked the judge for mercy. He said he begged the honor for mercy. He said if he'd given him a second chance, I wouldn't let him down, that he took full responsibility for his crimes. Again, the judge not buying that, taking a sentence somewhere in between what the prosecution and the defense wanted. The woman at the center who opened this entire can of worms, Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Of course, she is the woman we saw in that video from the hotel in 2016 in Los Angeles. Prosecutors say she was trying to leave a so-called freak off. Combs did not want that to happen, and he was beating and attacking her. This afternoon, just a few minutes ago, we had a statement from Cassie Ventura's attorney saying, quote, "While nothing can undo the trauma caused by Combs, the sentence imposed recognizes the impact of the serious offenses he committed." The judge today, during sentencing, at the end of the day, also commending the women, Ventura and a woman who testified by the name of Jane, another one of Combs's exes, for their bravery in coming forward and telling the truth. We are waiting here outside the courtroom. Usually at the end of the day, we see Combs' family, his children, his mother, and many supporters leave this courthouse. We will look for that and bring you any updates. Back to you.
Had his whole family out there, his mom's. His mom's 84 years old, had the kids out there. Crazy, man. Wild stuff, man. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. All right? And I hope y'all participated in the beginning of the show and y'all gave y'all's opinion on what y'all think about the sentencing. Right? This is a wild situation, man. This situation is crazy now. Don't make no mistake. Not defending any of Puff's behavior. Never would I. Right? But if we boil it down to the facts, they tend to not add up to what they're telling us. Right? It's clear to see that Puffy is a sexual deviant. Right? Is it illegal to be a sexual deviant? Now that's the question. Right? That is the question. So, you know, man, this is a wild situation right here. So much crazy stuff going on this week. And it's absolutely necessary for us to discuss stuff like this, for sure. Because we got to be able to see the domino effect of this. Right? This is why we were promoting no tricking. Stop simping, no tricking. Which a lot of you dudes are still going to do it anyway, but that's not going to deter us from saying what needs to be said. Right? And a little 3 years, man, listen, man. That little 3 years and some change is going to go by so goddamn fast, man. We're going to forget about this dude. Right? It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, they about to, listen, Craig Harper, they about to have that boy at fucking Skoke Hill, Pennsylvania. They about to have him at Fort Dixon or somewhere like that, man. He ain't about to be nowhere crazy. He ain't going to be in no USP. He definitely going to a FBOP for sure. They ain't sending Puffy to no damn USP. Terre Haute, Milan, goddamn it, what's the name out here in Colorado? They ain't sending him to no FB, no damn USP. Oh, he's definitely going to be in an honor camp for sure. That's a fact. Somewhere where they ain't got no fences around that motherfucker. Right? Man, this little situation with Sean exposed a whole lot, though. I hope y'all was paying attention. This whole situation exposed so much if you have the eyes to see. Right? Well, since don't nobody want to come up, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Listen, I just want to come and chop it up out this versus just doing a pre-recorded video. I wanted to get some live interaction and see what y'all think. Listen, man. In this whole situation, this is actually just the beginning. Like I said, Puffy got 12 civil suits. They're going to asset strip the entire fook out of Sean. They're going to squeeze every dollar they can up out of him in order to further humiliate him. And this is the crucible that you got to be willing to go through when you sign up to be a Jim Jones ass nigga. Right? He's definitely going to a federal camp for sure. FBOP status all day. Not USP. Right? Hey, man. What more can I say, man? Slap on the wrist. Consider what he's involved with. I'm going to say that them tapes, them thousands of hours of video footage, I'm going to say that's what saved his ass. Because if Puff was smart enough, if he was smart enough to video record everything, that means he was smart enough to have a backup and a backup and a backup and a backup hard drive with every blood clot thing on it. And that's a fact. You hear me? We want to get up out of here, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming out on this Friday night. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you right here with your brother and your brother, and I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have been anywhere, man, but y'all right here with me, man. I really, really do respect and honor and cherish all of that. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share, social engineering. We will be back tomorrow and Sunday. So Sunday, man. Sunday, we're going to have a serious conversation on Sunday, man. Let me put this music up real quick. We're going to have a serious conversation on Monday, or shall I say Sunday.
Franklin University makes.
That's not necessary. We're going to be discussing on the show for Sunday. We're going to be discussing the situation going on in the UK with the digital ID microchip. Man, the devil is a lie. But we're going to get to that on Sunday. So smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. You understand? Smash that like button, like Monique Robinson said. Show your support. Right? And we're going to be back at y'all, man. Listen, man. Get in the comment section. Play the replay. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. I'm about to be about an hour and 17 minutes. I'm about to end it right now. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. You know what I'm talking about? E&E every day, all day, no days off. FBA all day, every day, no days off. DIDDY.
Sir. What question is? It's going to hurt.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. Your girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'll tie her to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopy. Caught up on film, flow tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like chimney blocks, and I charge for the look, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
things.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with a milli, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be going in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in his cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked judicial system. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.